All right, well, we should be recording. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. This is Mark Fuller, TeamAlliance. I have an Ask Mark Anything question today. This is another edition of Ask Mark Anything. And this question has been asked a numerous amount of times by multiple people. Usually before they get into training with us, this question will be presented. And it is a valid question. You know, this is a solid question because anyone that's getting involved with something that involves or something pertaining to the learning process or the learning curve, you know, wants to have an idea, you know, like how long it's going to take them to get to the position that is attracting them in the first place. And what I mean is whatever position that they may see someone at already, as far as that person's ability or their skill. If the same skill is being taught, they want to know how long it's going to take them to get to that point. And it's a very, very powerful question because, you know, you need to know beforehand what you're in store for. So that's what I'm going to attempt my best to do right now is answer that question very thoroughly and in detail. Very good question. But anyway, let me tell you what the question actually is. How steep is the learning curve to become a profitable trader? And I'll go even further. How steep is the learning curve to become a profitable trader on NADEX? The reason that I usually will be specific and refer to NADEX is because I'm very confident in what I'm seeing from NADEX as a platform, as a company, as a business. And the fact that their platform is set up as an exchange makes it possible for individuals who want to trade and want to, you know, be involved in the markets with a very solid opportunity to do so if they possess a certain level of skill. NADEX makes it very easy for you, if you have skill, to trade profitably. They make it very easy for you to do it because of how their platform is set up. Once you familiarize yourself with the platform and you actually begin to realize how to utilize the platform with whatever your knowledge base is as far as the market goes, now you're dealing with a situation where you can capitalize off of your market knowledge, off of your actual skill in the markets. That's what you're dealing with when you're dealing with TeamAlliance, because you're going to learn that skill. You're going to learn the skill of understanding how the market itself works. You're not just learning a strategy or a method. It's not limited to a strategy or methodology at all. I go as far as not even calling it any of that. I just simply refer to it as market skill, because when you're able to interpret the market, it means that you literally can do any type of trading. You can take any type of approach that you choose. It's just a matter of sitting down and studying the market from the perspective of the way that you want to go about trading. So, for example, we're using binary options, specifically on the NADEX platform. These options have a certain way that they work as far as how you profit. Okay? So you have to understand how the platform works first and foremost. After that, you also need to understand how you can capitalize using your market skill. So in other words, how can you take your understanding of the market and turn that into profitable trading on this NADEX exchange? That's the question. So, you know, for me personally, it took time to really comprehend to what degree the NADEX platform is available for you to make a lot of money if you know what you're doing, because you're actually trading against other traders. You're not trading against the market. You're not trading against NADEX. There's none of that actually going on. What's happening is you're utilizing whatever skill you have as far as your understanding of the market, and then you're taking that and applying it to the NADEX exchange with whatever instrument that you choose. So, for example, we trade specifically 5-minute binaries on NADEX. These binaries or these instruments work a very particular way in order for you to profit off of them. Okay, so you need to understand the mechanics of how the binaries work, and then you can take your understanding of the market and utilize that information or that skill set to capitalize utilizing the actual binaries. So this is what we do. And just to put it in perspective, if it wasn't 5-minute binaries, it would be something else. It doesn't, it's not that it's limited to 5-minute binaries, but the 5-minute binaries happen to be the fastest way that you can capitalize when you know what you're doing and when you're applying a very specific way of going about trading them because of your understanding of the market. So now you're dealing with something very powerful. And when you combine the two, you take a good platform that you can trade on and that you can, get your profits with no problem. You can make your withdrawals and take money out when you make money with no problem. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have any issues with NADEX. No issues with withdrawing, no issues with getting money into your account. Your money's going to be readily available when you make it, and that's it. So we deal with it from that perspective. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm very thankful that we have that platform to use, because there have been many platforms and many companies that have come and gone, and you know how it is in different industries. Companies come and go all the time. There's no promise that a company is going to stick around forever. But I do believe that when a company figures out how to do good business and they understand the dynamics of what people are there for, that you have the situation that we're in with NADEX. So, I'm not getting paid to promote NADEX. I use NADEX. That's what I trade on personally. So that's what I teach my students to use, and that's what we all use collectively. It's a great platform to be on. But in any case, I'm getting a little away from myself. I'm supposed to be talking about how steep is the learning curve. And I pretty much covered it indirectly, but let me just be more direct before I end the video. So the amount of time that it's going to take, because the learning curve to become profitable utilizing the training here on TeamAlliance is not a long time. Like, it's not going to take you a long time, because it's very comprehensive and it's streamlined so that a basic, I'm not going to say a basic person, but let me just rephrase that. A beginner, someone who is a novice, if you're just coming into this industry and you don't know what anything is, you don't even know what binary options are. You don't know much, but all you know is that you want to make some money, and you saw videos that showed how you can make money using this platform. That's all you know. When you come here, from the very beginning, the way that the information is laid out for you, it's laid out so that a beginner, a novice, a child can understand and comprehend the basics real strong, and then take it to the next level and turn their basic understanding of what's going on into the next part of that, which is understanding the intricacies of what's going on. So the amount of time that takes you, of course, everyone is different. They learn, the individual learns at their own pace. And, if you commit to training and you commit to studying the market, taking advantage of the information in the live training that we do, we have videos that are recorded, and the training videos are simply recorded live training. So you can watch the same information repeatedly over and over and over again. This is how you learn. It's through repetition that you really learn something. So it's streamlined this way on purpose. Everything is repetitive on purpose. That is how someone who is a novice becomes very knowledgeable about what we do very quickly, relatively speaking. Quick, of course, is relative, because for some people it might be 24 hours. They have a grasp on it. Boom. For others, it might be, 6 months. It depends on the individual. I would say 6 months is a reach as far as understanding the basics. You'll get the basics fairly soon. But to really get the understanding of how to interpret the market itself, that is where it takes more time. So the learning curve is not steep as you may think it is initially, if you're coming into this fresh and brand new. I know that it can be a little intimidating when you see a lot of information, you see charts, you see candles and things moving, lights flashing. You're like, damn, I don't know if I could do that. But when you actually take the time to sit down in front of, training and information that's given to you a certain way, a comprehensive way, it becomes a little different. You actually begin to understand. You actually begin to understand when you thought that you wouldn't ever possibly understand what it was. And that's very powerful. So, from that perspective, I would say that if you really just commit to training and studying the market, you definitely will have a short learning curve, or a shorter learning curve than the average person would. All right. So very good question. Like I said, I definitely had to get this out, because this question has been presented probably dozens of times to me. Dozens, literally. Probably closer to 100. As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, that's a very common question. So, of course, I hope that this content is valuable. These educational videos, the Ask Mark Anything videos, are also in the education series. There's a playlist that I have on my YouTube channel where these educational videos are. You hit that playlist and you just go through those videos. This is for those of you that haven't even joined us in training yet. Before you even get into training, if you educate yourself and get general knowledge, that is going to prepare you for when you get into training. It's almost like when you go through that education series playlist, the information is so powerful, and I'm not bragging or anything, but I know that I'm able to communicate information effectively. So that's an advantage for those of you who watch, those of you who are actually observing and taking the information in. If it's explained to you well, and it's explained to you in a way where you can comprehend it, then it becomes that much easier for you to understand, internalize it, and then apply that to what it is that you're actually doing yourself. So, you want to definitely take advantage of the education videos that's on the YouTube playlist. I'll probably put the link for that underneath this video as well. And if any of you have an Ask Mark Anything question, feel free to present whatever your question is, and I'll be more than glad to do a video answering the question for you. All right. So once again, hope this information, this content is valuable for you guys. And any of you looking to get into training, all the information will be underneath this video in the description box. If you're looking at this on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, just send me a friend request. Let me know that you want to get into training with us. You can also reach out to me, send me a text message, 914-979-2317. All right. So hope you enjoyed the content. I will see you guys soon. Talk to you in the next video. Mark Fuller, TeamAlliance. Deuces.